EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From the home of the PGA Tour, we're at TPC Sawgrass for live second-round coverage of the Florida Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway.
Inexcusable.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and she'll remain at even par. A nice scoring opportunity here, 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field. Good second shot, that last bounce, a little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5.
Oh, that ball releases beautifully, and that is how you do it. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And she's going to move into red figures at 1 under par. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
Looking now at her second to this par 3. 10-foot putt left. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And she'll stay 1 under for the tournament. Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water. That's certainly a good break. If that ball had stayed in the thick rough, might have had to chip out. Instead, that first cut, so many more options available now. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And she'll remain at 1 under par. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole that just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. That one just gonna sneak on by. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And that's gonna drop her back down to even par. On now to the 6th, the hole that Pete Dye called the most beautiful hole at TPC Sawgrass. It's a par 4 at 393 yards. The water is self-evident left, framed by a long bunker that shapes the left side of the fairway. Up near the green, Precision's important as there are no fewer than 7 bunkers of various sizes waiting to swallow up errant approach shots. And that will do just fine. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. This from 7 feet. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And she's going to hold on here at even par. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side. Oh, I like that one.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
148 yards left to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And she's going to fall here to +1. Well, this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. That's going to be a challenge from there. It's into one of the 7 pot bunkers that circle this 8th green. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and she'll stay at 1 over. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 9?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
This up the right side off the tee. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Good second shot. That last bounce, a little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5.
"12 feet still to go." Nope. She'll brush that one in for her par here at the 9. And that will make this a front 9 of 37, 1 over par. We start the inward 9 with a 424-yard par 4 dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left. Okay, good position there, right side of the fairway. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
Left with 154 to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of the screen.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11th?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And I think she really fancies this one. There's not a lot of break, there's not a lot of slope. It's going in the cup.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. A long one coming up here for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. That's going to get her back to level par for the tournament. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass, tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you ever want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. Hold it there. Yeah, well done. That putt had potential for danger, but that's pretty good. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And her score is going to stay right where it is. If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. This Nota, her second from the fairway.
145 yards left, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
Now that's a shot we can all learn from. Well thought out, pitched the ball short, saw the corridor up there, lets it bounce up on the green, and now a putt inside 10 feet.
that's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
She's starting this one toward the right. This is going to try and stay on the fairway, and I believe it will, up along the right edge, but a good shot. From 4 feet for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. We are finally here at the famed island hole at TPC Sawgrass. 137 yards, par 3, the 17th hole. Club selection critical, and nerves of steel are required. Okay, time to exhale. That's safely aboard. That one just gonna sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
153 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting on the right.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will be a 1 under 71 for this second round. So for our featured golfer, Frankie, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there. That could easily change tomorrow. Make a couple of birdies early, pop a long one in, then all of a sudden you're off and running.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.